Thing about jiu-jitsu that's insane that nobody really thinks about is how violent it is. If you choke someone and they don't tap, they die. If you go for a joint submission, their arm will literally fall off, or leg. It's a very violent sport. One thing about jiu-jitsu that's insane that nobody really thinks about is how violent it is. If you choke someone and they don't tap, they die. If you go for a joint submission, their arm will literally fall off, or leg. It's a very violent sport. One thing about
So that's Mikey, man. Mikey, I like Mikey, but that might have been a little cringe, Mikey. I say some cringy stuff too, but that might have been pretty cringe. Craig Jones says pure violence. I mean, don't get it twisted. Mikey will tear your leg off. Remember that match in 1 FC? I mean, Mikey was fighting dudes that didn't know no leg defense. Mikey over here destroying people's legs in one championship. He fighting old dudes like Imanari and did he fight Shinya Aoki? Yeah, he fighting these old dudes that should be retired, Imanari and Aoki. Danny says, man, I know it's bad timing, but I always forget about Jordan Burroughs versus Ben Askren wrestling match. Kind of felt like a fever dream. Hope Ben is doing better, though. Yeah, we'll check in on him. Maybe we'll watch that wrestling match, too. Ben Askren's having some health complications recently, so I didn't see any updates since yesterday, but we'll see. So Miha says, I remember how traumatized I was when I saw someone's arm literally fall off for the first time. Please join our group therapy. I must be training in the wrong places. I've never seen that move before. Mikey, don't let Mikey go on the microphone, guys. Take the microphone for Mikey. I tell all my new white belt students that if they aren't used to seeing limbs fall off the human body by blue belts, this isn't the right sport for them. Mr. Jones, there's Mikey. He got to defend himself. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments. Mr. Jones, this is an IBJF match with advantages. I said specifically in the video, the new rule set brings out more violence since, sir, than any other rule set. Why the lack of comprehension? Let me just skateboard in peace. Mikey, easy target, man. Mikey, an easy target because he's very emotional, right? Mikey's very emotional. Does anybody else agree with me on that? I think Mikey's just very, very emotional. And people get under his skin. They really get to him. But take someone like Craig Jones. You're never going to get under Craig Jones's skin. It's impossible. Someone said, "Hey man, you mean Craig Jones's rule set is pretty sick?" They're going in on Mikey. Mikey, what did Owen Jones say? Oh, he's the one. You got a lot of people over here in these comments. Calm down, Auntie. It's not that serious. Mikey says, read my stories, mate. I literally said he is the major contributor to the rule set. To be fair, you and I almost saw a foot fall off during a match. It's so violent that we kiss each other each match. Mikey shouldn't be the ambassador of jiu-jitsu to the casual/MMA fans. His level of autism belongs to the mat and the mat alone. Yeah, he got too much autism. Danny says, LOL, saying he's emotional is almost an understatement. Feels like he has been crashing out more and more as he gets older. I'm not sure why. But yeah, he has been crashing out. That last match at 1 FC, that was kind of whatever, the one with Gabriel Souza. I was like, bro, somebody take that microphone from him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mikey. He need to stop just eating pizza. Mikey, you need some fruit and vegetables, bro. That all pizza diet is not working for you. In my opinion, I doubt that you probably wouldn't even know what to do. Sorry. These comments, bro. Exactly what I said. Mikey is way too corny to be the face. The first season should be between Craig and Gordon, but of course UFC fumbled that. Yeah, they should have had Craig and Gordon on there. UFC should have put that money to get Craig and Gordon. That would have been worth it. Says, yes, please, can we just forbid him from speaking? I get nauseous every time he opens his mouth. Poor Mikey, man. He just trying his best. And people just going after him. Why does the UFC think Mikey is a huge star that people want to see? Can't stand to hear the guy talk. Oh, no. People say the same thing about me. He's John Jones's power bottom. Don't say that. Oh, that's bad. I shouldn't have read that. It's called heat. Mikey gets people wanting to see him get beat, but he is pretty good and wins. That creates more heat. While I'm at it, while I'm with you, 95% of the way, the last 5% is understanding. It's part of the spectacle. That way you want to be mad at it and can have fun with it. Either way, here we are talking about it. The guy talks like a caffeinated cartoon character on a mushroom trip. Yeah. Jason says, Mikey is kind of reminding me of Penn. They sound very similar. We also did an episode on concussions. You know, I'm sure Mikey suffered a lot of concussions, and we don't know what else. We don't know what medication he's on. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how the pizza sauce is interacting with his mind. The pasta sauce, the pizza sauce. He got a lot going on. You thought CJI... Oh, I can't say that. Can't wait for Gordon and Craig to join forces to stop Mikey. Oh, no. The comments going wild over here, guys. Poor Mikey, man. The same thing happened on Reddit. They kind of ran Mikey off. BJJ Salsa. Mikey versus Craig is the fight to make. The lamest stuff ever. They going in on Mikey, bro. Mikey collects team patches like Infinity Stones. Why is anyone looking to him for brand loyalty? I mean, not only did he jump from all these teams, he jumped from one championship to UFC. My man, he a homie jumper. Homie jumper. That's the worst term. That ain't the right term. It's painful that he's so talented, but also just perfectly resembles the dictionary definition of a geek. Yeah, Mikey. Poor Mikey, man. He's just trying his best. He ain't trying to hurt nobody, except for those guys he fought at one championship. We got another post by Craig. Man, don't ever piss Craig Jones off. I like you, Craig. Don't come after me, bro. I'm an easy target too. So he's going after the Claudia girl that's running the UFC BJJ. Let's see what he's got to say. No. I can't play the music. So he's kind of going after her. I don't know what she was saying.
So this is a topic that it's very delicate to a lot of girls because of the pain, because they don't know if it's gonna be good, because they're traumatized by a guy that hurted her or something like that. So I have 3 tips to give you so you can penetrate girls better.
Oh, Jesus.
What are they?
Not
First,
for kids, guys.
make her feel good. Make her feel like
it's
a
not for kids.
queen. Make her feel like a badass. Make her feel good. That's going to help her to relax. So treat her very well that night. Second, bring a toy in. Bring a vibrator in.
Not made for kids, guys.
That's going to help her. She's not relaxed. If she doesn't know how to breathe, she's going to feel pain. So a vibrator can make her relax better with a lot of stimulation on the clitoris, right? And third, a lot of lube, right?
Brazilians.
You know, like the ass doesn't get wet like the pussy does. So she needs to get hydrated in there, and lube will help a lot.
Brazilians,
so
bro.
Try to use these street tips from a girl that knows that a lot of girls, so in my opinion, every girl can feel pleasure and can have a lot of orgasms.
No.
God, dog. So the original post was, kids are watching, they're looking for heroes. Let's give them something real to look up to. Then, man, Craig Jones coming after you, bro. Why did she post that on social media? Why did she post that? Brazilians, bro. Brazilians, man. You know, there's some stuff you learn when you get your black belt, guys. When you get your black belt, you learn some Brazilian secrets. I can't share them with you. Can't share the Brazilian secrets with you guys, but just wanted to let you guys know that there are some secrets that we learn when we get our black belt. Jason says, forget my previous post, Alec. I'm just watching all the UFC episodes now. What'd you say? Danny says, I used to love watching Claudia's UFC run. Almost went to one of her seminars. You should have gone. You would have learned some stuff back when she was fighting for the title. Sadly, seems her mind was focused somewhere else since she didn't win it. Yo, I didn't know about this either. She is Brazilian though, so she got some Brazilian techniques. Craig Jones find everything, bro. Man, woo, this show. What happened with this show? I didn't even get to half the stuff. Man, Craig Jones found this stuff. I can't defend her. I'm not defending her. I learned. Thank you for sharing. First off, thank you for sharing. We need to know that. But yeah, Craig Jones. Don't mess with Craig Jones, guys. Craig, I like you. Craig, don't come after me, bro. She got CTE too, guys. She over here licking her lips, talking about some stuff. This ain't made for kids, guys. This ain't made for kids. If you're a kid, I'm sorry, man. This was a family show. It ain't a family show right now because of her and Craig Jones. That's me taking notes. Where's my notepad at? Oh, you guys can't see. Let me switch that over. One of the gifts over here got the dude taking notes. Dang. Says, God, I hope Jay doesn't see this. Yo, I forgot about J-Rod. And he it says, these instructionals are getting weird. Oh, man. She should have. Oh, no. Take her out, UFC. Take her out. Can I get the PDF? I don't want to get hurted. I don't want to get hurted here. Many such cases when it comes to Brazilian. You do not want Craig Jones as your enemy. That's what I'm saying. This is just a pleasure to watch. That's what Gordon says from the corner as well. Where did he even find this? It was on her social media. Oh, she has OnlyFans? Oh man. I forgot. Oh, she has one. I didn't know until Craig's story. Well, Craig had OnlyFans too. So when is the collab? Yeah, she's gonna be collabing. I mean, yeah, she definitely gonna be collabing with Craig Jones in a little bit. Are you teaching this at your next seminar? What is she saying? What is her response after that, guys? Dang. You know, they do some different stuff in Brazil. They definitely do some different stuff in Brazil, guys. So here's Gio Martinez. He's got a little bit to talk about. I don't think we're going to cover too much today, guys. I'm already tired. I'm hungry. Gio Martinez, he had a post. He says, UFC really dropped the ball on this one. Everyone knows me and Mikey bring views, drama, and excitement. When it comes to no-gi, people tune in to watch us throw down, simple as that. They announced the match, hyped it up, then pulled the plug for no real reason. That's the second time this year it's been canceled, and still no solid explanation. Honestly, I feel kind of disrespected. I wasn't asked to coach against Mikey on the UFC show. Yo, who dropped the ball? Claudia, get your mind out the gutter and get the right matches set up. Get the right matches set up, Claudia. What are you doing? Get your mind out the gutter and put the matches we want to see. Let's see. Yes. I feel disrespected. I wasn't asked to coach against Mikey on the UFC show. That's just weird to me. And I gotta ask, where's the $8 million push for jiu-jitsu the UFC keeps talking about? UFC they be lying, bro. It's all marketing. All they gotta do is say they're gonna invest $8 million. They're not going to invest $8 million. They put all the money in designing that bowl, the UFC bowl, and then, they don't have to put $8 million up. All they got to do is say they're going to do it, and then nobody holds them accountable. So where's the $8 million push for jiu-jitsu the UFC keeps talking about? Because I haven't seen or felt anything that shows they're really investing in the scene. Instead of booking random gi guys that don't that don't move the needle in no gi, how about you guys give people what they actually want? Me and Mikey has real history, real story, and real hype. The UFC missed a big opportunity here. Mikey says, would have been an honor to do the show with you. Unfortunately, we weren't permitted to. Why not? Why weren't they permitted to do it with Gio? Why not? Why not, Mikey? Makes no sense. Definitely out of my control. Why are you in this? Why are you selling yourself to this UFC stuff? You got no say in anything. Didn't you learn from dealing with one championship? I felt that, Mikey working with UFC, he would have more of a say. But what's the point if you got no say? You're just a contract. You just like everybody else in UFC, Mikey. You're just a contractor. You got to do whatever they say, but you can't push back. So what's the point of joining UFC, man? It makes no sense. He says, definitely out of my control, so no one be mad at me, please. But still, we are promised to have our match later this year. Sorry again, dudes. Well, you already canceled 2 times. Who's going to trust that the match is going to go through, Mikey? Nobody trusts that the match will go through. Says Mikey, you are the star signing of this UFC BJJ organization. You need to project your voice and demand certain things. With Gio, you had the chance for a real beef to get eyes interested. There is no one that will want to watch the show with your current opponent. I think you and the UFC dropped the ball, and Gio deserves the opportunity and rematch. I think it's unfortunate because it's wasted money that will not build the sport any more than it already is. That was, who said that? That was right. Yo, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was it. He said everything that needed to be said. Says for real. Yeah. Says you are too much of a risk for the marketing machine to lose $13 million. Gio is in for CGI too. Real recognize real. Is he for CGI? It says, to be honest, the UFC Fight Pass and Claudia have their favorites. They aren't choosing guys based on skill. It's about who they know that they can put on. They definitely missed an opportunity on this one. If you aren't friends with them or who they put on, you aren't getting in. Well, that means their show ain't going to do well. Says no disrespect intended. However, there are far bigger names, Nogi, to pump the sport. I mean, you mentioned Diogo, who is the current 66 kilogram ADCC champ, so the Nogi accolades alone would put him ahead. He wasn't chosen on Nogi skills because he doesn't do Nogi. This is a Nogi show. That's like putting Eric Muniz against Gordon Ryan makes 0 sense from a Nogi skill standpoint. Both Eric and Rewerson are elite gi players, but they aren't Nogi guys and shouldn't be headlining a major Nogi event. That's my point. No disrespect intended. Kind of reminds me of Nicholas Margali when he went over to Nogi. They gave him like easy super fights, Jason says, I wonder if the reason that guy got the coach's job on the show was because he is a platinum member of Claudia's OnlyFans. I need to do more research. I'm not going to be live streaming that, but I'm going to do more research for you guys and get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, guys. Not on camera, though. I agree with you on that then. I'm just a gi guy, obviously, so seeing gi guys get bigger opportunities like these excites me. There are definitely more deserving no gi guys. I won't disagree there. I actually like seeing anyone that's a high level black belt get opportunities. It's also is cool that a kid like Riverson is getting this recognition, especially specifically from where he came from. I hope he gets it done, to be honest. Much rather watch him get the opportunity than the white belt wrestlers that they have been putting on instead of black belts that have put in the time. So yeah. I think Gio was right, man. He should have been on there. We looked at this earlier. JB said he's not retired. He just took a little bit of a break.
Deliberation, sitting down with my family and talking about it. I wanted to make an announcement that I've decided to no longer eat red meat. I'm messing with you. I'm not retired. I'm not retired. After a lot of deliberation, sitting down with my family and talking about it, I wanted to make an announcement that I've decided to no longer eat red meat.
You guys heard it here first. Well, not here first. It's posted yesterday on Flow Wrestling. So JB, Jordan Burroughs, no longer retired. He wasn't retired at all. He just said he's not going to eat red meat. I think if some school makes a big offer, $500,000 or maybe more, Jordan Burroughs said he will go to coaching. So I would much rather see him pull a David Taylor and just go that route than see him kind of do anything else, really. I want to see JB. I want to see the next generation of these wrestlers. You got David Taylor, next generation. I want to see the Kyle Dake when he gets ready to retire, go into coaching. That'll be like a golden era, having all these Olympic champs coaching. Like, they're still kind of young and they still good, they still strong. Have these Olympic guys out there wrestling and building up programs. The same thing kind of happened with John Smith and Cale Sanderson and the Brands Bros. But it's a newer age, Like, I feel like JB, Kyle Dake, David Taylor, they have grown up in this social media age. They're more savvy. They're more personable. They can get numbers. They can get people to view the sport. They're just the coaches alone are bringing people to view the sport. And their personalities. They got good personalities. I want to see David Taylor get a new cow, a new miniature cow. I want to see Jordan Burroughs with a new kid. I want to see David Taylor or Kyle Dake doing something else. Lifting some weights or something. I don't know. But they're personal people. You kind of care about them, I can't say the same thing about someone like Cale Sanderson. He's so like, he's up in the monastery. You don't know what's going on with Cale. The Brands brothers so crazy. You don't know what's going on with those guys. But I feel like the new generation of coaches is going to be cool. So shout out to JB, man. So yeah, we saw this earlier. Oh yeah. So man, these guys going crazy over there, man. My neck would be jacked up, bro. I'm gonna have to throw some fists after this. So they were both. You had Luke. I'm about to say Lucas Osha. Achilles Osha was doing the can opener to Lyra, but Lyra came back to do it to him. But then you see Achilles kind of complaining. So here he is doing it right there. So I just don't like how this kid does all this stuff and then complains when people do it back to him. Yeah, it's just bad luck all around. But this is Miami. What do you expect in Miami, guys? What do you expect in Miami? Here's the video that I think Jason was talking about. So they were celebrating, beating the kid. They're over there celebrating, kissing his wife, Cyborg's ex-girlfriend. Yo, bro, you start can opening me and kicking my elbow, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, you slamming them too? Slapping them? Dang. That's that Miami jiu-jitsu, man. It's different out there, man. It's different over there. I just worry about these people, bro. They crazy. Some crazy people, bro. Crazy people out here, man. I don't know what to say. If you guys looked at the thumbnail, we also had Helena. And she's joined CJI2 lineup as the first female competitor. So she's on here. It says Craig Jones has officially announced that Helena will be the first female competitor. Oh, right there. That's what he said. Just go to Instagram for that then.
It might look like I have some regrets of this women's division highest paid person history as I admire the beauty of the ledge in this Welsh countryside, but athlete number one in the highest paid women's division in history is Helena Craver out of Team New Wave. August 30, 31st, free on YouTube. It might.
So you guys heard it from Craig Jones himself. Helena will be the first female athlete on there. What happened to it? Yeah, she's gonna be the first one. Says still a teenager. Craver has already built one of the most impressive resumes in the sport and continues to rise. She broke through 2024 when she won the ADCC West Coast Trials, earning her place in the sport's most elite no-gi tournament. Despite her youth, Craver made it all the way to the podium at ADCC 2024, securing a silver medal and becoming the youngest competitor in history to medal at the prestigious event. The momentum carried over to other major shows. She won the inaugural lightweight title at Polaris 28 and successfully defended it. Then at the start of 2025, she claimed the Who's Number One featherweight championship and a win over elite competitor Elizabeth Clay. Craver was recently promoted to black belt by John Danaher. They didn't talk about her winning world championship at all. After winning IBJJF Worlds, why didn't they mention that at all? Cementing her position as one of the top rising stars in the grappling world. Next up, she's set to lead Team North America as captain of the first ever Polaris female squad event. Why is she leading Team America? Why is a 17-year-old, 18-year-old leading Team America? Another sign of her growing leadership role in the sport. We'll see. I mean, I don't want no 18-year-old leading me, but, whatever. Was this more Craig Jones stuff? What was this?
Ding, 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 diggy, ding, 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 ding. That's the way theirs goes. Ours goes ding, 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 diggy, ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding. That little bitty change. It's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same. I had another post, guys, too. It's crazy. I'm doing the show, and because it's live, sometimes I see some updates. So I had to pull some stuff out of here. So we got an update from Fionn. You guys know Fionn Davies. You guys love Fionn. She says, somehow deleted last one. Just to clear some things up, as far as I'm aware, my UFC contract allows me to compete on CJI. Regardless, I was told there wouldn't be a women's division due to lack of funding. I was disappointed with this, of course. I signed a UFC contract and was offered a main event spot in a card stacked with women. Of course, I accepted. I'm really happy CJI is now having a women's bracket. Wish them the best of luck and love to see the girls getting their bag. So, yeah, I don't know. Not sure what that means.